this is a water purifier, and we're going to be filtering water today. We have a MiniWorks X water purifier, and first you take off the bottom of the patch, like so. Then you get any container, preferably it has to have a screw on top. We have a Hygiene made in the USA. Screw it on. Then you take the coil and make sure you take this little floating device and put it on top, or else it won't float in the water. And you just put it in the non-clean water and see how it's always submerged. Then you start to pump, and it's going to start pumping water into the purifier. But eventually, like a water gun, it's going to get very high pressure, and that's when you take the water tube out, and right there you see it's going through the purifier and it's purifying the water. And while it's in here, you can also pump it to get it go out faster. And 84 to 74 strokes a minute is preferred to get optimal water purification. And that's how you use the MiniWorks X water purifier. Another water purification method is the use of an iodine tablet or iodine crystal. These can be bought at your local outdoor supply stores, or even probably Walmart sells them. And what you do is one tablet, which is not a real tablet, it's just a vitamin C pill, but for purposes of this demonstration, it is an iodine tablet, purifies 1 pint of water, and this is about 1 pint. Alright, so what you do is you fill it up. Alright, good. And then you just put the pill in there, and you shake it. And if you had a real iodine tablet, it would dissolve and kill all the bacteria, but this pill doesn't dissolve. And then when you're done, it does have a slight weird taste to it because of the iodine tablet, but it's still 100% safe to drink. The water purification is boiling the water, and some disadvantages of this is you need a heat source, and you also need a metal container so you can actually put it over the fire. And then you just take that, put it in a metal container, and start boiling it. Now we're going to show you how to boil your clothes using water and hand soap. Or you can use biodegradable laundry detergent, which is much better for the environment than regular laundry detergent. If you don't have that, hand soap, no, dishwasher soap works fine. Alright, so what you do is you get lukewarm water, which you would boil in a metal container, or you boil the water. Then you can either keep it in the metal container, but for our purposes, we're going to put in this plastic tub, which you can also do. And this can also be used for cleaning your dishes.
But we'll get to that later.
Alright, so what you do is you add the dishwashing soap to the bucket. Then you just swirl it around. Now when it's all soapy, you add the clothes. And if it's lukewarm water, you can use your hand. But if it's warm water or very hot water, you can use tongs, or you can even use a stick. Alright, so you let it sit, and then you let it sit in the water until either the water is cold, or if you're on time constraints, you can leave it in for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, just enough so it gets clean enough and gets agitated with the soap. And then once you're ready to take it out, you can use a stick or you can use your hand. You want to put it on you want to let it air dry, so you can put it on a tree, put it on a makeshift clothesline, or you can just put it on a branch. Alright, shake out the water. And voila, your clothes are clean. Alright, this is how to keep your dishes clean while you're on the Appalachian Trail. Before you cook anything over the fire, you should make sure you put a little bit of antibacterial soap on there, just so you smear it on, just so when it doesn't char as bad, because you don't want your pots charring, it ruins them. And also, when you're cooking your food, you should always make sure you boil some cleaning water, because you don't want to have to clean your dishes later on. You always want to do it right after you eat, because you don't want the food inside drying up. This is the process of actually cleaning the dishes. You're going to want 3 separate containers. 1, 2, 3. The first container is going to contain water, lukewarm water that has a dash of cooking detergent in it, and then you're going to want a pot of boiling water with clear water, nothing in it, and you're going to want a bucket of cold water with, you can add bleach if you have it, but if you don't, it would work fine without it. Alright, what you do is you put it in the you put it in the water, let it get in there, and then carefully you add it to the hot boiling water. Let it sit in there. And using tongs, we don't have tongs, you would stir it around, let it get into the hot boiling water, let it kill all the bacteria. And then carefully you would place it into the cold water, where you would then, if you're using a rag or just letting it sit there, you could clean off all the leftover grease stain. That's how you clean dishes. And when you're done, you want to follow the principles of leave no trace. So you're going to have food grime and like food particles in your bucket. And you don't want to dump those in the river because you're introducing things that aren't good for the environment. So what you want to do is you want to strain it out and you want to take it with you and dump it in at your next trash station.
Before you eat or before you go to the bathroom, you should always use a little hand sanitizer. Another thing you want to have on the trail with you is isopropyl alcohol. Okay, when you're rubbing yourself with alcohol, you want to use a cotton ball. What you do with the alcohol is you can rub it to clean your body. You could armpits, behind the legs, etc. Another way you could use it is if you cut yourself with a pricker bush or something, you just rub the cut.
So you're walking along the trail and you realize you need to keep your feet clean. Just stop anywhere, source of water, take your shoes off, clean them real quick. You can also use this area to clean your socks, and just do it occasionally whenever you want to along the trail.
What you can do is you can use something like a bandana, and you can actually fold it up into a sponge. And this it's a thin piece of cotton, so it's nice. You can put a little bit of soap on it. You want to use antibacterial soap, and you can go into the water. Scrub your body with it like you did with the alcohol. Can I see that real quick?
Yeah.
You cannot use sprays or perfumes on the trail because then it can attract wild animals. When you need to go to the bathroom on the trail, you can get a thing called a human waste bag, and what it is this is just a replica of one, but it's made in biodegradable plastic, like a plastic material, and inside of it has actually a live fungus. And what you do is you go to the bathroom in the bag, you close it off, compress it, and the fungus eats the human waste while you bury it.